Hey guys, I'm back to continue my Sunday grind. As you can see, the tournaments are a little different now. I'm out of the Poker Maximus tournaments. I decided just to not record the last hour and kind of, not relax, but not have to constantly talk about everything that's going through my mind. It can be a little draining at times. So I decided to kind of take it a little easier for the last hour to kind of help me finish out the day a little bit. So yeah, I don't know which of these tournaments I was on. I think only one. I think only this one was one I was playing before, and I think it was pretty new. So I didn't do very good in those other tournaments. Unfortunately, I don't know if I played all that poorly. I think I made a couple of bad plays in one of them. I can't remember which one, but for the most part, I think I did okay. I just kind of it didn't work out for me. I think this is a new tournament. It's just a 3K guaranteed. Nothing special. 163 players. You know, nothing all that spectacular. And this is a really small tournament, 15K bounty tournament with just 55 players, just to kind of fill out my schedule for the end of the day because I'm kind of winding down. And there's one other tournament I wanted to play. I think that was going to be the last one. And it depends on kind of where I am by the time that one starts. I need to find it again just to see if it has started or not, because I can't remember when it was supposed to start. I can't seem to find it. Okay, it starts in 12 minutes, and it's also a pretty small tournament. It's just a 3K turbo. So, I think those are going to be my last ones of the day. So this is kind of, it's not quite as exciting as exciting as it was before, but yeah, I told you I'd keep it going, so I'm going to stick with that. I do wish I could have made a run in one of the more exciting tournaments, but oh well. I haven't made a good run in a while, really. Well, that's not true. I've made some runs at tournaments. I haven't had any really good cashes for a while, I guess. I've had a lot of fifth through 10th place finishes. Haven't had any of those really big wins recently, which has been a little frustrating, but you know, they're fleeting, I think is a good word to describe them. Yeah, this is 20K turbo with one add-on one rebuy. I've actually been doing pretty well in this tournament. Right before break, I lost a big pot. I ace king versus jacks. I had ace king. The guy flopped quads. It was all in pre, and the guy flopped quads, so I doubled him up. And I think I've had about. I would have over 20 right now if it wasn't for that pot. I ended up adding on after that, so it's kind of hard to know exactly where all this chip stacks were, but I would have over 20 right now if I won that pot. I think it was a total of $8,000 or $9,000 pot total. So that was kind of too bad, but I'm still doing okay in this tournament. I've been playing, I think, the best in this tournament out of all of them. I'm actually doing really well in this tournament. There's 48 left and I'm 15th. Excuse me. Yes, I feel a little low on the energy right now, so I apologize for that. It's kind of nice to kind of get away from talking about everything for a while. It is kind of draining to have to do that, so especially when it's for like 4 or 5 hours straight. It's a good flop right there. I really can't expect someone to have a better hand than me. I could probably check that, but I don't see reason against two players. I don't see much reason to check it other than try to get an extra bet. Well, maybe checking there actually is something to be said about that. I'm not afraid of a ton, and I would like to get another bet or two out of the situation. So actually checking there might have been smart. Just because betting definitely looks like an ace. They can't really continue unless they do have an ace. If they have an ace, a worse ace than me, betting there's definitely the right play because you can probably get 3 streets of value from it almost. But, you know, the chances of them having this wasn't very high, and I might have been able to squeeze out another bet if they didn't. But, you know, I might have just let him hit something or, you know, just gave him a couple free cards and not gotten any more money, which is actually probably the most likely thing to have happened, is just give him a couple free cards and still have him fold when I bet, which isn't what you want to do, really. If you're not going to gain any more money by having the pot continue, you just want to end the pot. I hope you guys can't hear the traffic outside. I don't think you can. Hasn't been a lot of it, but I am right next to the street with playing in my office. Pretty sad pot. My brain's still a little bit turned off from talking about everything that's going on, so this will probably be a little bit more mellow of the rest of it unless something gets really exciting. So I'm just gonna kind of let you guys watch me play, probably talk about things a little bit less than I have been throughout the other videos. I would put on some background music or something, but YouTube isn't very fond of that, so I'm going to refrain. I feel kind of lame putting up content where I'm not really saying much, so it's kind of hard for me to stay quiet, but maybe some of you like it that way, I don't know. If you do, let me know, but I am going to try to just kind of not talk as much for this last hour or two, see how it goes, see if it's entertaining at all, see if it's bad, I don't know, we'll see. Interesting top 2 pair, that's for sure. only doing this because he's so short. I got fortunate to hit my fours, looking like it was going to be a split pot, but not anymore. Gotta call this. I can't fold to that small of a raise there with that much in the pot. I'm in kind of a little bit of an awkward chip stack here. I'm willing to go with it. With this strong of a hand, but I'm wondering if it's to the point where I just kind of have to shove or not. So I don't think it's quite to the point where I have to just shove if I'm going to enter, but it's pretty close. Problem is I'm not that short in comparison to the other players. I'm like right in the middle of the pack almost. Here's the last tournament I'm going to join for the day. Just an $11 3K guaranteed turbo. Again, tell me if you like me playing without much commentary behind. If you do like it like this, I might try out some videos that are just me playing without sound. I mean, I have some that don't have any sound. I think those might be kind of frustrating, though. I feel like they'd be really boring. But light commentary might be decent. I don't know. Oops. Kind of thought he would call, but sometimes you gotta force yourself to take a stab. think here I can just shove it. Well, no, I'm gonna try to get someone to. See, now I'm leaving it open for someone to call. But if I shove, I just don't feel like I'm getting called by anything worse, which is the problem. Interesting pot, or an interesting situation if this guy folds. I think I can make a small raise here. Let's try to hit it against this guy basically. I didn't. Yeah, I don't want to try to 3-bet with that hand. I liked the idea of raising the blinds and folding if they go over the top, having enough to kind of continue. Although I only got 14 big blinds, so I'm getting kind of close to that kind of area. But then if they do just call, there's so many flops I can hit that just kind of give me the right of way to ship it in there with a Jack-10. So that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't think that's a great strategy for this pot, and kind of makes me happy this guy raised.
This is Ford Truck Month.
Oops. Where did that come from? Oh. One of my web browsers just decided to start playing commercials, but it stopped. Okay. Again, I apologize for not talking a whole lot. I'm just kind of I'm not talking a whole lot. I'm just kind of not in the mood, but kind of burned out of talking that much, I guess. Just kind of more wanting to quietly analyze and kind of slow down my mind a little bit from trying to talk about things all the time. Hopefully you guys can still enjoy it. I'm not sure if this is going to be real. This is probably going to be a pretty boring episode or video, whatever you want to call it. So I apologize for that. But I was thinking about just stopping the series entirely, and after this hour I might. But I told you guys I was coming back, so I didn't want to not come back. Plus, I haven't put anything up for a long time because, frankly, my videos weren't working for a while. I'm actually getting close to the money in this tournament. Where are we in this tournament? Top 18 pay, and there's 36 left. Okay. I really want to shove into 6 players. With the amount of blinds I have, I think so. I don't really have a lot of time to just wait around anymore. I did not want to call, especially from the guy right after me. Hoping for 2 overs, obviously. That's what I got. But he hit one of them, so that's not good. That's too bad. I'm just gonna call. Can I keep this pot as small as I can? I looked at his stats and didn't see anything to make me want to make any kind of crazy plays, and didn't think of any plays that really made a lot of sense. I think I gotta go with this one. I don't really have, I mean, folding this would be ridiculous. Keep under ace or queen would be nice. Or ace or king, well that's not what I wanted, but I won the majority of the pot at least. It's better than the ace coming. Nice for this guy getting a chance to triple up. And 6,000 might be nice, but I'm in an okay spot. Ace would have hurt pretty bad. and get all my chips back from that guy. Or maybe he'll take a lot more from me. Or maybe I'll just take 1,200 of them. And he hit a 6. Wow. 9. Or ace. Well, I got my chips back from him. Kind of in a funky way. I don't really think I got that lucky there. I think he got really fortunate to hit that 6. I don't know why he raised there. That was a really weird raise with a 6. In fact, I would go as far to say that was a bad raise. And he got fortunate for such a good flop, but I got fortunate to get him after that. Kind of a weird spot. You know, like I had a hand which probably wasn't good, and I had a draw which was not very good, and you know, with 2 people in, I don't really like either of them that much. My odds weren't great for my draw. I ended up hitting a full house. But so what I was talking about, I think in the last one we're saying, what would you rather do, make the right play and have it end up being wrong because you got lucky, or would you have rather made the wrong play and got lucky? I usually feel better when I make the right play and would have gotten lucky and lost out on an opportunity to make chips than if I make the wrong play and then get fortunate because of it. So usually it makes me feel better. It gives me more confidence in my game. And, yeah, that's nice. Although, you know, a lot of times it's also just kind of the variance. Like, I mean, sometimes it's going to be right, sometimes it's going to be wrong. That individual time it might have been right or wrong, but it doesn't mean it was the wrong play overall, because most of the time it's going to be right, or most of the time it's going to be wrong in that situation. So you never really know if a play was right or wrong in terms of the overall scheme of things. And you don't want to get too results oriented. I also think you don't want to get too kind of theory oriented, where it's just like you box yourself into the mathematics and stuff of everything, because I think it prevents you from expanding to other possible opportunities of how to do things. Look at this one. That's the first time he's 3-bet, so I give him a little bit of credit. I mean, I haven't played a ton of hands with him, but up to 4th in this tournament, so I got a decent shot at making something happen. First is $1,300, so that would be nice. That's quite a ways away though. I don't think I've had a 4-figure cash in a really long time. Actually, I could probably look and find when my last one was. I think it's looking to be a little bit. I don't want to search right now, actually. gonna be way longer. Well, probably. I think it was before I moved, because since I've moved to Missouri, I have not won in poker. I moved from Oregon to Missouri a while ago, and I have not done well since playing poker. My graph has shot downwards. Thanks. I'm sure it's really exciting to just watch me fold hands for a while and not say anything. I can call this one. Question is, should I raise? Not really afraid of much other than an ace coming. Another chance to bet it out. I'll just call again. He had last two kings in the deck. I probably should have read into that a little more and known I was not in a good spot. The reason I call this partly out of laziness, partly out of just thinking there's a lot in the pot. Raise. I was thinking about just moving, but it doesn't make a lot of sense there. Yeah, when I'm only playing 2 tournaments and not talking much, it's probably, we'll see. I'm getting close to the money over here. think I can call this. I would need significantly better. Well, maybe not significantly better, but I definitely need a better hand. Okay. I'm trying to decide whether I think I'm going to record the next one. I probably will, just because I'm getting close to the money and stuff on this tournament, and some people might like watching that and seeing where I finish. So I'll continue recording, I think, until I get knocked out of this one at least, or if I make it deep in this one, which I'm pretty far away from doing. So. Can't do it with 2-3. You see me keep like going under people's name and clicking and dragging stuff. It's because that's where all the stats are, and I have to drag them away from the other things and the way I'm seeing stuff. But again, I don't think you guys can see the little stat boxes, so it may look weird when I always go over to someone's name and click and drag up on what appears to you guys as nothing. And this one I just got shove. I'll just get out of the way from that. This one I can raise. I don't think I can call an all-in from anybody because they got a lot of chips. I mean, this guy, obviously, but these three guys, I think I would have to kind of back off. It's a good flop. Kind of changes the dynamics of the hand to have this guy in. When you're in an all-in situation. It's kind of unfortunate in some ways because, I mean, I won a lot of chips because I got one from both those guys, but, you know, he's less likely to mess around or do anything when they have such a strong hand when it's an all-in already, because he has to, I mean, if he bluffs me off of a hand, it doesn't help him really because he still has to beat this guy. And it makes it the chance of me bluffing so much less, that his, you know, the reason for him trying to bluff, or for me, him trying to catch a bluff is less. So it's just like, it totally changes the dynamics of what's going on with the hand when there's an all-in like that. There's some situations where you can take that to your advantage, where you might have an ace high and you think there's a chance of beating this guy, and you might be able to get a stronger hand out from this guy because you're like, well, he can't really call me with anything, because, or he's not going to think I'm bluffing because, you know, I'd have to be betting pretty strong, so I get a lot of hands that are better than me by a small margin out, and then I still have, you know, a couple hands of the guy who's all in that I can definitely beat, and then you take a big pot that you would have otherwise lost. So it's definitely a unique situation to be in, and it often it's played very differently. Something to definitely be aware of and to try to analyze when you're in it, how it changes the situation. And going on break. So I will stop this video for now. I'll come back after the break. I'll probably do another part that's similar to this one where I'm not really talking a whole lot. Just kind of letting you guys watch. Won't be all that exciting. Oh, it's not break yet. That's just because we're so close to the money. I see. My mistake. So when it is break, I will probably stop for a while, come back, have another video kind of like this until I get knocked out of this tournament. Or if, you know, it's only like 2 minutes, I'm not going to upload like a 5-minute video if I don't make it very far. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to try to mess around with this guy too much. Act like I hit one of those small pairs. And he bought it. Or he just didn't have anything. I could have had the best hand, so. This guy 3-bet me last time. This time he just calls. I don't like that flop again. I feel like so much can hit that flop of what he's going to call me with. I feel like it's just like any hand he has except like low connectors, he's going to have something. It's hard for him to completely whiff on this. Feels like, at least. I think the money's 18. I should probably make sure. Yeah, money's top 18. This is just going to be a button raise here. I mean, nothing really special about it. It's just raising because of position, and I don't have a terrible hand. But if someone 3-bets me, I'll get out of the way. These guys, the 3-bet percentages aren't exactly high. So I'm not too nervous, but and my stack size is kind of comfortable. So I went to 3-bet, so. Here's a little different because this guy's so short, I kind of have to be ready to go up against him. The thing I don't like about raising here, I'm going to, but the thing I don't like about it is I'm not really calling anybody's 3-bet. You know? I'm not going with this against anybody, so it's kind of like if I deuce 3, would it really change much? It really changes if the flop comes, you know, I got a chance to hit a monster, which is really nice. But other than that, it doesn't change a whole lot. Okay, so now I'm at the break, and I will start another video when it comes back up. It'll be a lot like this one. I hope you guys still enjoyed this video, if it, even though it probably wasn't as entertaining as most of mine. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed it.